We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's here right now. Shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button for me, family. Start off by hitting that like button, then share the show. Share it on your community tabs, your Discord servers, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere that you share videos. Make sure you share today's show, man, because we're going to get into it today. Today, we going there today, y'all. It's going to be one of those today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Shout out to the A-Game Nation. We back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. And I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. So let me get over here to the chat room and give some shout outs. Get over here and give some shout outs. Shout out to my man, Sir O. Shout out to Sir O in the building. Shout out to the Villain Sphere. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. Always coming through and holding it down. Thanks, Miss Angie. Shout out to you. Shout out to my brother, Larry Vaughn in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute. Appreciate your support. Shout out to Miss Queena. Always coming through and holding down the chat. Also, much love, mamas. Shout out to Nisa in the building. Salute to Nisa. Y'all go down in my description box at the bottom and y'all go support Nisa's music, man. The link is at the bottom of my description box. Y'all go and check her music out. Shout out to you, Nisa. Shout out to my brother Hannibal in the building. What's good, bro? Shout out to you, man. Day one supporters. Salute, family. Shout out to Miss Brooklyn. I like that name. Shout out to you, Miss Brooklyn. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that's watching in the clouds. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share today's show. Also, make sure y'all go and check my last pre-recorded video out. It's very important because it ties into today's show. Ties into today's show, man. So make sure y'all go and catch that after this show. Shout out to y'all once again. And y'all see today's show. Y'all see today's show. Black men and the art of relating. Black men and the art of relating. And y'all know me, I usually don't talk about relationships and what dudes, what kind of women dudes should be dating and all of that type of stuff. I'm really not into all of that. That's not what I do. Now I could give my opinion on things, but I'm not really into that. That's not my market. All right. Shout out to Alejandro. Salute, bro. But today we're going to talk about what we relate to, our relationships with people and with things. But we're going to dive a little bit deeper because I think a lot of times the relationship conversation is very superficial. It's very commercial, and it's not us having the correct dialogue, because a lot of times it's based in bullshit. It's not based in truth. It's based in lies and misconceptions and other people's narratives on how other people should live. So today we gonna dive a little bit deeper, brothers. And we're gonna just surpass our relationships with women. We're gonna get into relationships with ourselves first. See, because when we're talking about the art of relating, because the art of relating is what a relationship is. Let me repeat that. The art of relating is what a relationship is. I need y'all to understand this. I really do. And I need y'all to understand this because a lot of you brothers think that a relationship is a dictatorship. Y'all think a relationship is a monarchy. Y'all think because y'all men or we're men in relationships, it's just that, oh, we just supposed to be running around and we have the wrong perspective on what a relationship is. In a relationship, you must learn to relate. This is why they say opposites attract. You see? Because if y'all was so much of the same, y'all wouldn't be able to y'all relativity, it'll be so much of the same that you guys will get bored. You guys will get bored. And once you get bored, you feel like you know everything about a person. This is why most people get bored in relationships. But what they do is, or what we do a lot of times, brothers, is we go and put it off on other things. Oh, I'm tired of having sex with her. It's the same old thing. I want to feel something new. No, the problem is y'all are stop the communication. The communication is low, and y'all stop relating to one another. But a lot of you brothers don't see it like that. The sex is whack because at the end of the day, the sex is frivolous. See, a lot of times when we get in relationships, the first thing that go or that get sour or that get boring is the sex a lot of times because what? Y'all stop relating to one another. Y'all think y'all know everything about each other. Y'all think y'all know everything. So y'all stop talking. Y'all stop relating. This is what I want brothers to understand. This is why you get bored fast. You want to know why you get bored fast? Because for one, you're a closed book. You don't allow other people to really get to know you. They only get to know your representative. You see? And usually after sex a couple of times, the representative leaves. And now she whack to you. No, she not whack. You don't even know her. You don't know her. You're not trying to relate. And you know why most of you guys are not trying to relate? Because you're not relating to yourself. You're not relating to yourself. That's the biology piece here. How are you relating to yourself? Are you in a relationship with you? You want to be in a relationship with everybody. You want everybody to like and love you except you. Do you love you? Do you know you? Do you accept you? But you want her to love you. You want her to accept you. You want her to respect you. You don't respect you. You don't respect your own biology. You don't respect your own biology. You don't respect how you think. You don't respect how you feel about things. So are you in a relationship with yourself? Are you? Ask yourself that question, brothers. And don't just think because you do stuff for yourself that you in a relationship for yourself. Because see, a lot of you brothers go out and you do shit for yourself, like you claim it's for yourself, but it's really for the validation of others. See, if you're doing things for the validation of others, then you're not doing it for yourself. You don't wear what you wear for you. You wear what you wear to get a response from people. So you're not wearing what you want to wear. You're wearing what you think they want to see you wear. You're wearing what you think is popular and cute. So you're not in a relationship with yourself. You're in a relationship with your critics. You see? That's who you're in a relationship with. You're in a relationship with your haters. Because you're performing for them. You're looking good for them. You're doing everything for them. You see? Are you in a relationship with yourself, brother? Are you in a relationship with you? What do you think about yourself? This is why a lot of brothers are opting out of marriage now. It's not, but and what brothers like to do is we try to say, oh, she not a good wife. Hey, she may have been slipping on her game being a wife. I'm not saying that. But a lot of you brothers go and get married because you look for somebody to fill a void that only you can fill. See, only we can fulfill this biological piece. Genetics, individual, personal. Your morals, your core beliefs, your nature, how you think and how you feel as a man. Are you in a relationship with you? Are you? Before you trying to date someone else, before you want someone to take on your issues. See, because in a relationship, you're always going to have issues. Because a relationship is what? The art of relating. So you're going to have to learn how, not only how to relate to yourself, but to relate to your partner. But a lot of times, us brothers, we pick partners that suffer from the same shit we suffer from, and we don't even see that. And then later on, it becomes a problem for us. But the problem initially is yours. Because that problem that you having with her is really a problem you've always had within yourself. You don't trust yourself enough for a woman to trust you. You don't trust yourself. You know you're irresponsible, but you lie to yourself and make yourself seem like you're not that way. And then when things play out that way, and then shorty asking you, yo, what's going on with that? You sitting there looking stupid. Because you haven't checked yourself. Are you in a relationship with yourself first? See, women know how to be in a relationship with themselves. Women know how to be in relationships with themselves because it's part of their nature. It's part of their nature. Anybody whose nature is to be selfish, right, is a person who knows how to have a relationship with themselves. And I'm not saying having a relationship with yourself is strictly selfishness. No, But it's always healthy for every individual to have a level of selfishness, because the first law of nature is self-preservation. How you going to preserve yourself if you have nothing for yourself? And black men give away everything because we don't love ourselves. We're not in tune with our biology. You see? So not only do we give away all our finances and get ran through the ringer in the court by these Jezebels, but we also give our heart. And for men, that's a big thing. This is why a lot of men don't recover, because they gave their heart. You see? Something that they've never gave themselves. Do y'all know most black men will go out and find a woman to give their love to more than themselves? Most black men go out and work and work and work for a woman who will never appreciate it, because you've never appreciated yourself, brother. That's why you even got that woman around you. That's why she around you. That's why she's around you. Because a lot of us brothers are suffering internally. We're spiritually impoverished. And I spoke about this in a video that I did yesterday, that I just dropped and premiered earlier. We're spiritually impoverished. We're not in tune with ourselves. We don't love ourselves. So what we do is we'll go out in the world and find a woman that we could love and give all of that shit to, so we can at least say that we love something. Because a lot of black men don't love themselves. So we go out and we do things for people just so people could say, he loved me. Because a lot of us don't love ourselves. See, you can have a woman tell you every day you a king, but if you don't feel like one, then what are you? Then what are you? You see? See, at the end of the day, brothers, it's going to come back to us. No matter how submissive, no matter how cooperative, no matter how patient and all that shit she is, if you're not right, the situation will never be right. And it's 2022. Brothers, we have to really start understanding this. If you're not right, it's not right. That's just what it is. That's what it is. And you could go through plenty of situations. Look at what's going on right now with Kim and Kanye, like I spoke about in the video. If you're not right, if you are not in love with you, it's never going to work, bro. It's not. It's never going to work. And what it is to be in love with yourself. To be in love with yourself is to, one, know who you are, and to live to complete your purpose in life. That's what it is to love yourself, to stay on your purpose, and to do things to aid, to help your purpose go through. Because when a man is on his purpose, a man is usually more productive. A man seeks to do more when he loves himself, when he has a purpose. You see? But the depression that a lot of us brothers are going through, the suicidal thoughts, it all comes from and goes back to us not loving ourselves. Us not understanding that the first relationship is with yourself and with God. That's why the first life value is spiritual. You see? You ain't got a relationship with yourself, but you want everybody else to like you. And what a lot of brothers don't understand is you give people reasons not to like you. You give them reasons not to like you because you don't like yourself. And this is what I want brothers to understand today. See, because if you cared about yourself, you'll focus on things that's going to help you. But a lot of us brothers, we're not doing that because we're not in tune with us. We're not in tune with our own biology, how we think and how we feel, what we think and what we feel. You see, we're not in a relationship with us. We don't know how to relate to our own biology. We don't know how to do that. We don't. We don't. A lot of us don't know our own bodies as men, but we talk about that with women all day. Oh, these women don't know how to do this, and these a lot of brothers don't know how to keep themselves clean. A lot of brothers don't know how to do that because we're not in a relationship with ourselves. You want her to take those extra couple of minutes to make sure it smell good down there. What about you, bro? What about you? You can't be running around here with cobwebs, but then you want her to be all the way together. The relationship starts with yourself. Do you love you? Do you accept you? Do you like the way you look in the mirror? A lot of brothers don't even like the way themselves look. This is why you guys are online trying to practice how to get a jawline. Oh, I ain't got no, these women, the bad chicks like jawlines and six packs and see, when I hear stuff like that from brothers, that's letting me know, damn, brothers, we don't love ourselves. We don't love ourselves. We trying to look like other men. Since when in the world all men supposed to look and be built the same? Where does that happen at? So we all got to have jawlines. If we gonna get women, we all got to have jawlines. We all got to have six packs. We all got to make $100K a year. That's bullshit. Because brothers, what those things are doing is those things are distracting you and moving you away from your biology. And when you constantly listen to this type of stuff, what it does is it makes you alienate yourself. It makes you tell yourself you're not good enough. Oh, I can't get an 8 or a 9 because I'm a big guy. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I can't get an attractive woman because I don't have a six-pack. That's bullshit. All my women I ever been with was attractive. All of them. No matter what you want to number them. You can't say they're ugly. Can't say they're a poor. You can't say they bummy, because I don't attract that, because I'm not ugly. I'm not a bum. You see? Brothers, what you accept goes back to what you accept within yourself. Because the first relationship is with you, your biology. Then the second thing we should be relating to in the correct manner is what? Our culture. Our culture. Now, we know we in 304 Central. We in 304 land. According to y'all. That what I don't believe in that, but according to everybody, we're in the world of 304s. Like nothing else exists but a 304. That's the culture now. We're in horror culture. We're in thought culture. If we're in horror and thought culture, then we're also in simp and trick culture. See, you can't only have one side of the coin. You see? So, brothers, if you had a relationship with yourself that was potent enough, you will never be a victim of thought culture. How? How? You value yourself more. You value your health. You value your time. You value your money. So how does thought culture ever affect men like that? It only affects men who are not in relationships or haven't been in relationships with themselves. You see, that's why you're paying for a relationship, or you're paying for a mock relationship. You're paying for the GFE. Why would you pay for a girlfriend experience from a thought? Because you won't have a relationship with you. You don't even think that highly of yourself, that you can actually have a girlfriend. So you go and pay a thought to act like your girlfriend. You go and pay for an illusion. This is the culture we in. This is the culture we in. And this is how we're relating to the culture that we're in. This is what we're doing when we're actually supposed to be going against that. Because thought culture is not our culture. Our culture is family. That's our culture. Building and cultivating family. That's what our culture is. But see, if you don't have any knowledge of self, goes back to your biology. That's why it's called bioculturon. Shout out to Spencer Holman. That's why I'm glad he created it that way. Biology first. You first. You. See, if you can't relate to you, if you don't know you, you don't know what you're a part of. And you don't know how to operate in that culture. You don't know what you should be doing. So you become a victim of thought culture. You see, brothers? Shout out to Hill Zen. Appreciate you, family. Always. This is how you become a victim. The lack of knowledge of self. Period. You not understanding your biology. If you are a king, right? Like they say black men are, biologically, we're kings. Kings have what? Wives and concubines, not dots. Not slores, not sluts. Because you got to take care of women as a king. You see? That as a king, kings don't have baby mamas everywhere. No, their families are taken care of. He take care of families. You see? See, if you understood your biology, if you had a relationship with yourself and God, if you believe in God, if you practice that, then you'll know who you are. And if you know who you are, then you know what you should be practicing. You see? So there's no room for thoughts unless you give them some room. And what you giving some thoughts some room for? What they got for you? What they got from you? What they got for you? But some clearance rack box. See, brothers, it's all about quality over quantity. See, we grown now. We men now. See, when we was young, it was about how many bodies we caught, how many women we dealt with. It didn't matter the quality of them. It didn't matter how many numbers you got, bro. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. It was a numbers game. But as you get older, you want quality. You want quality. You just don't want to live life. You want to have a certain quality of life. You see? So if black men had knowledge of self, they won't be falling victim to thought culture. OnlyFans and all this other shit won't be a problem for us. Because we standing on who we are. We're not Jonathans. We're not simps. You see? But in this stock culture, black men who don't know who they are, who don't have a relationship with themselves, they're going to automatically fall in the category of being a John. What you got, nigga? What you got? Oh, you like my butt? What you got? How much you got? Your middle name is Jonathan. That's the culture that we in. You see? You're automatically going to be placed there. When a woman see, oh, this dude don't even, like, he don't even have no confidence in himself like that. He don't even got no purpose. He always texting me. He always want to know what I'm doing. He'll never let me hit him up and ask him what he doing. Oh, I got something for him. Then when her homegirl's around, she like, watch this, girl. And she hits your little thirsty ass up. And you respond immediately. Yeah, I could pay your internet bill. Can I come over? But, and then when you pay the bill, and then you get over there, and then she tell you she got her period, and you're mad now, and you're ready to go in incel rage because you don't understand your own problems. You don't understand you got a problem with rejection because you lack emotional intelligence. So when somebody tell you no, you throw a fit. Or when something don't go your way or the way you thought it would, you don't know how to just let it go. Now you done embarrassed yourself as a man. All because you didn't understand you. You didn't understand you. Now you're a victim of thought culture. Now your middle name's Jonathan. Now you are a spiritually impoverished mule of provision. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan. Then you become one of them. You become one of them. See, because if we're in thought culture, then we're also in simp culture. Because there always has to be masculine and feminine. Those two energies must exist together for it to be balanced. So you can't say, oh, this is just thought culture, like the women is running this culture, when you're forgetting the simps who's funding and feeding it. You see? So for the brothers who are sure of themselves, who have knowledge of self, you being with a thought is off the table. You being with a strag is off the table. You being a victim of any point of thought culture, thought culture should not affect you. It shouldn't. Should you be aware of it? Yes. But will it affect you? No. No, it shouldn't affect the way you date women. Because you know what you're looking for. Because you know you. And see, a lot of brothers, the reason why y'all get caught up in the Jonathan stage is because a lot of you guys don't want to admit that you are sexually deprived. You're thirsty. You trying to bust that nut. So what you do is you come along to these 304s, these thoughts, right? And you come to them like a savior. When all you trying to get is some draws, but you come to them like a superhero. You ain't got to do that no more. I got you. I got you. So you think because you told her you got her, she gonna stop doing what she doing, homie? You ain't got to strip no more. She knew she ain't had to strip in the first goddamn place, fool. She knew she ain't had to strip in the first place. All she had to do was go to school. She knew that. So what are you trying? What are you doing? What are you doing? What you're doing is you're embarrassing yourself. You're showing her that you are thirsty. And you're thirsty because you think this is your only shot at getting some puss. And you think that if you don't get it from her, that it might be a long time before you get it from someone else. See, y'all, I know y'all not gonna like this. I know y'all not gonna like this broadcast. Because see, here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we gonna tell the truth. See, because the men in the chat room, they know what I'm saying is true. Because we men. And it's time for men to stop sitting around each other lying. Because see, that's one of the main reasons why women don't trust other women. Because they know women sit around each other and tell goddamn lies. See, that's what women know. Women know that they liars. They know. That's why when they're around each other, they know. They sit there and point it out. Men, we got to stop that shit. Sitting around having circle jerks. No, we need to talk. We need to have the real conversations. You're thirsty. And you need to tell brothers that. You're thirsty. You're thirsty. You ain't had sex in 6 to 8 months, and this is your closest to getting some box. So you ain't gonna let that go. So if you gotta pay half her rent, you gonna do it. Because you gotta get that nut off. See, these are the conversations they don't want to have. Because they want to keep living a lie. That's why you're a spiritual impoverished mule of provision. This is why black men keep falling victim to thought culture. Because you thirsty. You thirsty. You thirsty. And you think because she show her ass all up and down her Instagram feed that she just supposed to give it to you. This is what happens when you don't have knowledge of self. This is what happens. You start thinking and pontificating dumb shit. Well, you show your ass all day. Oh, so that means she gotta give you some. Because you think the other guys that's hitting the like button like you think she giving it to them. We got to stop that, brothers. Because we're not correctly relating with this culture. To correctly relate to that culture is not to feed it. Because that culture is a problem, right? So if it's a problem, why feed it? If it's destroying men's lives, getting them fired from their jobs, getting them put in prison, getting them put on child support, then why you got a baby by Tatiana? Why your baby mama named Tatiana Jones? Huh? Huh? Why the best job your girlfriend ever had was being a goddamn supervisor at the supermarket? But then these women are the problem. But you procreated with a problem. Let me show you something, brothers. Men are problem solvers. We don't perpetuate the problem and then cry about it. That's not what men do. That's what little boys do. That's what boys do. That's what boys do. That's what boys do. So how are we properly relating to this culture that we're in, black men? Or are you anti-thought culture or are you pro-thought culture? And what proves that is through your behavior. You know, because everybody like to talk about the results. What's the results? The results. Stop talking. What's the results? Okay, the results show that black men love thoughts. They love thought culture. Look at Kanye West. He loved Kim. She's a thought. That's what the results show. The results show that we love thoughts. That means that we are in love with destroying our goddamn selves. See, that's what that means. That's what that means because it goes back to you. It goes back to your biology. How and what you think about yourself. How and what you feel about yourself. The relationship with yourself. That's what it goes back to. The relationship you have with your biology, your physical makeup, your mental makeup, your emotional makeup. What's your relationship like? What is your relationship like with that? See, because that's going to determine what your relationship is going to be in the culture, with the culture, dealing with women, operating with women. Exactly, Hannibal. Before Kimmy had Amber. I already know God's gonna get in the comment section of that video and talk about how Kanye not a simp and try to blame everything on Kim, forgetting he was with the queen of the slut walk. See, we forgot that. I'm glad you put that up there, Hannibal. We forgot about that. He was with the queen of the slut walk first. Come on, man. Come on. Shout out to Hubert. I'm not going to mess up your first name. I appreciate you, brother. He said, you going to hit a few nerves with this one, DS1. Appreciate you, bro. I already know. I already know. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because this is what we need to hear as brothers. And last but not least, the relationship that we need to have, the positive relationship that we need to have, is with our what, brothers? Our environment. Our environment. Our environment. And black men, we don't have a good relationship with our environment. And we don't have a good relationship with our environment because of how we're seen in the culture. You see? How we're seen in the culture. How the media makes us look, along with the shit that we do on ourselves. You see, we got to stop trying to eliminate. See, we all understand white supremacy. We understand all of that. We understand that. We've understood that for years. So once you understand that, right, Frances Cress Welsing, but you also have to understand her counterpart, Dr. Neely Fuller, who gave us the compensatory code. And in there, he told black people, if you don't know how to get along, don't be around one another. Don't be around one another. Because what? That's going to affect the environment. It's going to affect the culture, which will then affect the environment. This is why, if we're going to speak about relationships, we need to speak about relationships in the proper way. Stop this commercial, black love and all of this industry shit. Because what that's doing is that's keeping a lot of black women in thought mode, and it's keeping black men in Jonathan mode. Just go and pay for it and shut up. Yes, she's selling it. It's okay. She's still a woman. You still should respect her and all that goofy shit. Which leads black men not running their households, not leading their children nowhere or any of that. Which is what the plan has always been. See, if you have proper knowledge of self, you understand that. You understand that. You understand that. That's understood. The top of the menu is to make sure black men has no control over his biology, over his culture, or over his environment. You see? You see? See? So the first thing we have to do is we have to convince him to relinquish control. How do we get men to relinquish control? We first get them to become chaotic in their own lives. And what we do is we make it cool. Gang, gang, spin that block. Do, 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 do. Brrr, do, do. Gun them down. We got ops. Spin the block with the chop. See? See? They got us to convince us to not love ourselves first. Because then who could anybody love if you don't love yourself? Who could you love and who could really love you? Because you ain't even going to let a person who really love you because you don't love yourself. You see? See, they understand this process of biocothyron. It's understood. But we have to understand it, brothers. We have to understand how we relate. And that we're supposed to have a relationship on all three of those levels. We're supposed to have a relationship with our biology. We're supposed to have a relationship with ourselves first. Because then we'll understand what we're supposed to do in the culture, how we're supposed to lead, what our positions are in the culture. But you'll never know that. You'll never know your lane. You'll never know because you don't know your purpose. Because your purpose comes from within. Biology. And then if you become a slave to this culture, then you become a what? A slave to your environment. You see? And this is what has happened to us, brothers. And this is why we have a problem in relationships. Because we don't know how to relate to ourselves. We don't understand what relating is. We think relationship is, I got me a girl and, I pay all the bills and, she need to listen to me and, I don't know. This is what you hear. This is what you hear. But ask one of these brothers, hey man, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? Of course I love myself. Of course I keep myself looking good. For who? A lot of you dudes who live on YouTube only wash your ass when you go outside. Half y'all, if y'all don't go nowhere, you ain't even washing your ass, and you're a grown man. You'll sit in the house frowsy as hell. Just frowsy and frumpy and funky. You go wash your nuts because you're getting ready to get some head. Right? That's when you go buy new drawers. When you think you're getting ready to meet some new girls to get some new puss. That's when you go buy some new drawers and some new socks. But then you say you love yourself. But if you ain't going on no date, your socks got holes in them. Your drawers is about 3 different colors. But you love yourself. But you ain't doing nothing for you. You ain't never been in a relationship with you. It's time for us to get in a relationship with ourselves, brothers. Fall in love with your purpose. Because, brothers, we got to be grateful while we here, man. We got to stop playing with our time. A lot of us don't know when that day gonna come. At what age? Better smell your roses. You better love you if nobody do. You better love you if nobody do. Got to understand that, brothers. We got to start living in reality. What's true and living? What's true and living? Not internet narratives, not none of that shit, but what's true and living. And brothers, we got to heal. We got to heal. We got to get in relationships with ourselves so we can know ourselves, so we can know our shortcomings. We can know if we got a short temper or not. And then after we know ourselves, we got to accept ourselves. You got to accept it. You got to accept your shortcomings so you can work on them. So you can work on them. So you don't have a problem telling a woman you don't know how to do some shit. Then when she expect you to do it, you sitting there like, and the first thing she gonna say is, what, nigga, you could have told me you ain't know how to do it. But you ain't want to feel embarrassed. You ain't want to feel less of a man. No, what makes you less of a man is you not opening your mouth. And you sitting there acting like you could do some shit you can't do. Just say you can't do it. You're human, brother. You're human. Yo, I'm not a handyman. If the toilet break down, if it pass a plunge or a snake, we got to call a plumber, baby. I'm not Mr. Fix-It. I'm not Mr. TV mount guy. I'm not him. I'm not going to get up under there and change the oil and fix the brakes. I'm not him. I'm not him. Do you accept that about yourself, brother? See, that's the only way she's going to accept it if you comfortable with it. If you comfortable with it. And if she got so much complaints about you telling her what you can't do right then and there, if that's a problem for her, then that's a chick you don't need to be with. That's called relating. Listen, girl, I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't put up with this. I don't put up with that. That's relating. So if the car break down, don't expect me to crawl up under that car and get it to start. That's not me. We call it a tow truck, baby girl. We call it a tow truck. Be honest. Because what that tells a woman is, hey, this guy's comfortable in his shortcomings. He's comfortable. This is not him. So I'm not going to look at him as Mr. Fix-It. He's not Mr. Fix-It in the house. He's not Bob the Builder. He's not going to remodel the crib. He's not going to build a porch. That's not him. Now the ball is in her court on whether she want to deal with you or not, bro. You see? The relationship starts with us. Are we in a relationship with ourselves? Are we comfortable enough to even be in a relationship? A lot of us brothers are not even comfortable enough or should even be in relationships at this point because you're too damaged. You look at everything with a skewed perspective because you're still hurt. You're scorned. You're burnt. You've been burned. But you think if you just get another female that don't act like that, that's going to change the situation. No, it's not, because it's not going to change you. You just changed the woman. You didn't change you. Because you're not in a relationship with you. You don't know your monsters. You don't know your demons. You don't even know you're a monster. You don't even know how ugly you could get because you've been suppressing and hiding it. Then as soon as that woman do some shit you don't like, you black out. See, brothers, gotta know yourself. Gotta heal, brothers. You admit that you was hurt. You gotta heal, brothers. This is not no game. It's not. That's why brothers killing themselves, man. Because they're thinking that the only way out is death. Because they live a miserable existence. Because they feel like it's too late to love themselves and to have better results in life. And it's never too late, man. Long as you alive, long as you got breath in your body, be grateful for that, man. And work on yourself every day so you can smell them roses. Brothers, why we got to keep smelling gasoline and gun smoke? Huh? Why we got to keep smelling transmission fluid and tech smoke? Huh? Because we're choosing to say, this is the life that I'm supposed to have. When it's not. That's the life that you choosing to live. Those are the things you're choosing to accept. See? See, they always say if you knew better, you do better. That's true. But you got to accept that you know better now. Because a lot of people know better and still don't do better. That's because they don't want to accept certain things. You see? Accept that it's a good thing to love yourself, brother. It's a good thing to have a purpose. Accept those things. Accept that you being on your purpose is the right thing. Accept it. Don't punish yourself for it. Accept it. Accept that the thoughts don't want you. Accept it. Why? Because you're not a man of that type of caliber anyway. That's going to be married and letting thoughts destroy their life. So you ain't missing nothing, bro. You're not missing anything. Don't let Instagram fool you. Those women are doing what they're doing because they have to eat. They have to survive. You don't have to participate in that game. You don't. Unless you think and feel about yourself the way the thoughts do. You see? This is why the thumbnail is the thumbnail. You see? So shout out to everybody, man. Not gonna hold y'all much longer. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Of course, like and share today's show. Like and share today's show. Like and share today's show. Shout out to everybody for coming through. Shout out to everybody who hit the super chat. If you hit the Cash App, I appreciate it. If you would like to donate to the show and you enjoyed today's show, you can simply hit the super chat or hit the Cash App at $SheepStaySleepTV. That's $SheepStaySleepTV. is where you can go to donate to the show if you enjoyed today's show. Also, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you share the show, and make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. Shout out to all of the visionaries that are here. Shout out to all of the visionaries. One love to the A Game Nation. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace. This show is sponsored, and this channel is sponsored by A Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box. And at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.